Yes, it's time for Cher's debut appearance on The One Show.
Yes, now she made the headlines this week with the incredible story of how she's rescued an elephant from Pakistan. This is Kaavan, and he was being kept in terrible conditions in a zoo in Islamabad until Cher stepped in and helped move him to a sanctuary in Cambodia. So when we heard Cher was in London, we were dead excited, and she popped in to tell us all about it. Cher, a huge welcome to The One Show. It's brilliant to have you here. Very exciting.
Thank you.
So tell us about Kaavan then.
So Kaavan, when he was 1 year old, he was given to Pakistan by Sri Lanka.
Right.
And then when he was 4, he was shackled to a shed. Then when he was 7, he got a girlfriend, but he was still shackled. He had her for 20 years, and then she died. And then the kids on my Twitter feed started just driving me crazy with Free Kaavan. And I just thought, well, you know, I'm an entertainer. How will I do this? And so I thought, if I don't pay any attention to them, they'll stop. And they didn't.
So the power of social media drew your attention to the elephant. You had some help. You made him happier. But then the story gained momentum, didn't it? Because then eventually you managed to move Kaavan to Cambodia.
Yes.
Now, how do you get an elephant, Cher, from Pakistan to Cambodia?
Okay, he had a crate that he'd been learning how to go in and go out.
Okay.
And then they put the crate on the big transport plane, and they gave him a little bit of, sedation, because you can't give an elephant, they have to stand up. And they were talking to him and feeding him, and then he landed, and I was there, and we spent 5 hours to get him to the sanctuary. And then the little crate was opened into the sanctuary. He was backwards. I was behind him, and so he backed into the sanctuary. It was amazing. You know, elephants, I don't know, did I tell you that they always are moving when they're traumatized? And so he was always moving. His head was always moving like that, and his body was moving as well. So he gets in there, and it's dark, and I can see his shadow, and he just stopped doing it.
Stood still.
And also, he was talking to the girls. We couldn't hear that talk because it comes in here, and it's very, very low. He said he's talking to the girls already.
Wow. So you'd gone from being the loneliest elephant in the world, that's what he named him, wasn't it?
With 2 girls.
To having Cher's the welcome party, and then talking to girls soon after landing.
And then you see them kiss with their trunks?
Amazing.
You have to get that. You have to get that video. It's amazing.
Oh my gosh, so you've completely changed this elephant's life, which is just lovely. And I heard, and I don't know whether it's true, that you sang to him.
Yes.
Now, what song out of your repertoire did you pick?
Well, I sang really badly because I had a terrible sore throat, but I sang A Dream Is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella.
If you keep on believing the dream that you wish will come true.
And did he stand still, or was he moving?
For a minute, he did.
Do you have any plans to go back and visit Kaavan in Cambodia?
I will visit him. I belong to an organization. I started this organization, Free the Wild, and we were there struggling when nobody else was interested. You know, everyone in the world has known what's happening to him, but nobody was interested, and so I'm rather proud of the fact that we stuck in there, and it took years.
So you've got a new elephant in your life.
Yes.
What does 2020 mean for you then, going forward? Have you got some new music for us next year?
Well, I'm going to have some, but my next project is I have one other elephant to work on. But I've been doing a lot. I did a Bobbleheads movie, I did Scooby-Doo. I've just been working a lot. You did
the Children in Need single as well, didn't you?
Oh, that was great. So I'm working for, for Joe.
As in Joe Biden?
Yeah.
So, because obviously things have changed dramatically over in the States, and I was going to get on to that next. Now, you are good friends with Joe Biden, aren't you? So when you say working with him, what do you mean?
Well, I went to Arizona and I went to Nevada to stump there, and I helped where I could. I did work where I could do the work. I went and talked to these older women on their front porches and all across there. Well, there were 4 houses, and we talked, and they asked me questions, and then I had to talk to some of the kids that are answering the phones because they get very they need a pep talk.
So were you part of the campaign from the beginning, or, you know, how long have you known Joe for a start?
2006.
Okay.
And he's smart, he's tough, got a little bit of temper, that Irish temper, but he's great, and people think that he's soft. There is nothing soft about him.
You don't get to where he is if you're soft, do you?
No, he's tough.
Well, we'll park that there. Christmas, Cher, are you here in the UK by any chance?
Well, I don't know. I'm at my friend's house, and we're trying to make the decision because my kids, you know, no.
Stay. It's lovely. It's traditional. It's lovely.
No, look, I lived here many times. I've lived here many times. Also, Sonny and I became famous here. We couldn't get arrested in America. They hated us, and we came here. Yeah, George.
You're massive.
No, a friend of ours said, "Come here, they will understand you."
I got you, babe.
You guys were so warm to us, and you loved our music. And even though we were wearing bobcat vests and, you know, Eskimo shoes and things like that, you got it.
Well, there's always a very warm welcome for you here on The One Show. It's your first time, isn't it? It's been really lovely to chat to you.
Thank you.
And if you do stay for Christmas, pop back in.
Okay. I have to tell you one thing. The decorations here are so amazing. You should be very proud.
What do you think of these? I mean, we went, I'll tell you, just as a disclaimer, we went for crafting, you know, because it's been a tough year for people. So this is homemade.
Well, I'm seeing that one over there, which is quite beautiful.
Yeah,
I don't know what the flower is. Yeah.
They work.
Right.
Good. Well, there we are. We've had the thumbs up. I mean, there you are. Our year has been made.
Okay.
Cher, thank you so much, and good luck with Kaavan as well.
Thank
It's
you.
a great story. Thank you.